Hi, this is Nayalla. Thank you so much for joining me again today. So, today, what I want to share with you is about spiritual warfare and how that connects with a targeted individual or those that are experiencing gang stalking. So, the battle between the truth of the divine and the unhealed ego is really the biggest part of this. And very often, when we are experiencing what we experience as a targeted individual or somebody that is being gang stalked, is we'll go into victim mentality and we'll see it all happening to us, which is true, it is. But if we shift to it's happening for us, and we can then start understanding the parts of us that maybe need to be healed, or we need to spend more attention on them, or we need to get to understand ourselves more. We can then get to grips with what is happening in a much more rounded way, and we're not being pushed under quite so much. So what I like to describe it as, like I just said, is the battle between the truth of the divine and the unhealed ego. And that could be either the truth of the divine that we're holding within ourselves and the unhealed ego of others, or it could all be happening within us. And very often, what is happening within us, we will tend to see it happening outside of ourselves as well. It can also be described as the battle between God's kingdom and Satan's kingdom. So I'll repeat that. Also known as the battle between God's kingdom and Satan's kingdom. It could also be described as the battle between light and dark, good versus evil, purity versus impurity, healthy versus unhealthy, balanced versus unbalanced, or empowered versus disempowered. Essentially, there is battling against evil forces or unseen forces, and it is a battle for your soul, or for you really to gain control of your soul. To resist giving in to outside forces is very, very important, and that is part of this healing process for you. It is part of the growth cycle for you. Attempting to push you under, or attempting to push you into negative ways of being or thinking or acting or believing, or anything that negatively affects you, is basically what is going on when you are in spiritual warfare. So what tends to happen when that is going on is that you will either experience things to do with witchcraft, spell work, warlocks, dark arts, witches. There could be occult practices or practitioners involved. There may be satanic practices or rituals involved, altar rituals or moon rituals or blood rituals. Negative spiritual beings may be involved. There could even be things such as werewolves, skinwalkers, negative entities or shapeshifters. Items involved could be voodoo dolls that have trapped your essence, your soul essence, or your life force. There may be items that are perhaps enchanted or used to bind you or to hold your soul essence or your life force. And like I mentioned earlier, altars can be used for certain rituals as well. There is a lot of practices involved in this. To have things such as voodoo, hoodoo, voodoo, rada, dome, ebo, nago, Jamaican voodoo, Jamaican Ebea, Ashanti Ebea, Hebrew Ebea, West African voodoo, Haitian voodoo, Louisiana voodoo, Brazilian vodum, Candomblé, Jeje or Juju, Dominican voodoo, Egyptian Obeah. There could be dance rituals connected to this, music rituals. There could be sacrifices going on. There could be chanting rituals, snake rituals, blood rituals, moon rituals, destructive ritual practices, sorcery, spell casting. There could be Mayan, Afro-Jamaican spirituality involved here, and so many others involved as well. The main thing to know is that this is really highlighting something within you. And as soon as you start understanding what that something is, you can start correcting it. You obviously have got no control over what other people want to do or what other people's intentions are for you, but you have got a say in your own energy, your own life force, your own strength within yourself and your own energy field as well, and your own mind, So once you start taking back your power, once you start closing up those doors that have allowed it in, you start taking back your life in general and your path forward. So yeah, it's horrible to experience this. Yeah, it's horrible to, realize that there's people out there or groups of people out there that have got ill intentions for you. But if you see it as a way of getting to know yourself better, if you see it as a way of understanding where you need to maybe self-correct or work on yourself, you can use it all. You can use it all to help you. Kind of in a way, I see it as kind of eating up that negative to make you stronger. Eating up that negative intention of others to empower yourself further. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. I am sending you so much love, and I will join you again for part 5.